Can't
Sorry,
hear
we
you.
will be with you in a moment. It's just Jesse's having some technical issues with his headphones.
Ooh, look at
Hey,
my hair. I got Conan O'Brien hair like that.
Jesse, you're ready for a juicy bits.
Bring on the juicy bits. Put them
And
in
here
my
it comes.
face.
Brace yourself. Put your head between your legs. Hold your breath, and just make sure you're not chewing.
Politics is boring, juicy bits.
You can dance now.
Canadian politics is boring, juicy bits.
Fucking A.
Yay!
Yay, it's been a spell since we have it. I got to fix my hair. This is too crazy.
I know we've been depriving our juicy bits of attention.
Depriving our audience of our juicy bits.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah,
different things.
yeah, definitely. Well, we can do better of both. That's what I say.
I've got this little, as you can see, this little Elgato logo
What is
on my
that?
screen. So Apple allows you to use your iPhone as a webcam now, which is great because the iPhone's camera is fucking astounding. The problem is, though, it's Apple. Apple does that thing that Apple likes to do, which is treat its customer base as total fucking morons. Like, don't worry, we've got it. We're exposing this for you the best way that we know how. You're not allowed touching the exposure at all. And so I'm like, fuck, well, it's just too bright in my room. And I feel like washed out all the time. And let me turn this off. There we go.
So what do you?
So I'm using
third party app, and now you've got
yes.
a watermark
I
stuck on
just
it.
don't want to pay for the watermark removal. So
It's fine. It's fine. This is a low cost operation. I think the expectations are low, so don't worry about it.
I'm all purple now. Fuck.
Right, you're fine. You're fine.
No, I don't.
Conan
know.
O'Brien, stop being such a diva.
I can. Hold on. Let me just bring the brightness down a bit.
Anyway, we're
go.
back.
Look at the
I'm going to give you an update on the Alberta
there we
election.
go. That's better.
That's way too dark.
Is that too dark? Okay,
That's
hold
way
on.
too dark.
What about boom? No, that's
There we go, that's
crazy.
better.
No, that's way too much. The saturation's too. Let's bring the saturation up.
Right, you
down
could
a
have done
little
this before we started recording.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Especially for the people who are just listening to the audio of this, Jesse's just messing with a webcam. He's just purely focused on the visual element and neglecting that most people will experience this just as pure audio. So, Jesse, I want to update you on the Alberta election because things are pretty crazy in the Alberta election.
all right, yeah, update me.
So, first of all, have you heard about the wildfires in Alberta?
No, I haven't. I saw a photo. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I saw was just some photos.
I'm just on the Alberta wildfire status dashboard. There's currently 76 wildfires.
Holy shit!
And yesterday
What?
they reported that there's 400,000 square hectares of Alberta is on fire currently.
Oh my god! Oh, that's horrible. Oh,
Which is-
Did they know what started it? Was it
Well, just an unseasonably dry spring,
right?
in part by global warming.
Right, probably. I imagine.
And also at the same time, simultaneously, there's horrific flooding in BC. So you've got like just extreme weather all around. It's either too hot.
Let's
or
hope
too
the two
wet.
meet.
I know.
Fuck, like-
Exactly. Hey, BC, share some of your floods. Do you know what I mean? It's
wow,
like-
I didn't know. I didn't know about any of this. This is because I purposely avoid the news.
I know,
so that
I
I,
know.
can sleep better at night. Until
Yeah,
you call
exactly.
me up and say, "Hey, I've got some horrible shit to tell you."
I just doom scroll all night. It's fine. I don't need to sleep anymore. Anyway, but how the fact that there's an election going on in the middle of a national emergency is quite interesting, I think. So, how Danielle Smith, the current premier, reacted was to just before she did a state of emergency announcement to all Albertans, she did a secret video for just her UCP supporters to give them the inside scoop on the wildfires,
Oh,
which isn't a good look.
I mean, I don't. Hold on. What? I don't understand. Explain.
So you know when like during the pandemic we had Ian Rankin and we had the other dude, what's his name?
the other dude, yeah.
Stephen McLurch. He was
Yes.
he
Stephen
was-
McLurch.
they would do a press conference, and that was the first time they were making important announcements about something that impacted everyone. She did that, but before she did that, she did a secret kind of, well, not a secret, like an insider video just for conservative supporters to give them a head start above everybody else about the wildfire.
A head start about the wildfires. I don't get it. Like
Information. As in, like, doing a big... It's a bit weird. It's like almost like saying, right, I need to announce this to everyone in Alberta, but first of all, I'm just going to do a special secret video for my supporters so that they know that I care about them more.
oh, okay. I mean, I don't, I don't know if this is
She's the
juicy.
premier of
This is
Alberta.
just like, that's just politicians. I mean, honestly, that's just nepotism and politician. This is nothing.
It's not a good look though.
I mean, sure, yeah.
And also,
I don't know. It's
she's
not
been
so-
she's been talking about Alberta doesn't need the rest of Canada, but now they're in a position where they're begging the rest of Canada for help because they're on fire. So
You know that's. I've been using the analogy of a house on fire for global warming.
this is a
long
great
time.
this is a great manifestation of what you've been saying. So
Yeah, I've been saying we need to.
but it's not great. I mean, people are losing their houses. It's horrible.
Yeah,
which I mean is a
that's-
very accurate manifestation.
Yeah.
Poor
Thank
choice of words. I'm sorry.
Some might say that I was prophetic.
Yeah, you're like a guru.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
that's
like a
exactly
guru.
the words I was looking for. Guru. Yeah.
So yeah, the wildfire is horrible. It's terrifying. As someone who lives in a forest, I do lose sleep when I see the images of the houses on fire in the forests.
Thankfully, I don't listen to the news, so
Yeah, all live in the forest.
I don't lose sleep.
Exactly. So I'm just going to go and start just cutting down all the trees. I think it's safer.
I helped put out a small forest fire once, or what could have become a forest fire, I should say.
Did you piss on a campfire once?
No, I mean, no, it was much bigger than that. I was at it. I'll keep the names out of it, but my friends
Janice.
invited us to Janice and Bobby
Cleve.
Janice and Cleve
Yeah.
invited us to their cabin in the middle of the woods in Nova Scotia. We had a great time. We had, barbecuing, had a little fire pit, and there was
Lovely.
they had a big farm and a small sort of little cabin beside it, and all this woods and kind of a little clearing with plants and stuff. It wasn't mowed or anything, just no trees. It's very small. It's surrounded by trees everywhere, and we were having a great time. We were there for days. And we decided to have a little campfire, and we had a little campfire, and then we put out the campfire, or so we thought, and then we went canoeing. It was a lovely day, lovely day. We looked back, and we decided to come back, and oh, look at that! There's some smoke coming up. Did someone start the campfire up again? We get back there, and the place is fucking ablaze. Okay,
So are you the kind of person who causes wildfires, Jesse? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't start the campfire. I didn't put out the campfire. I was not part of the campfire fiasco. But we canoed back furiously and saw like a small parking lot size blaze of fire everywhere. And we're like, fuck me, what are we? Oh my God. So we just got out of the canoe. I think there's 3 or 4 of us, and we just immediately got to work. Like I went and I was like, okay, I have to protect the cabin and the barn. So I got water and I just sprayed it on the walls and I made like a perimeter. And then meanwhile, like one of my other friends was going over to get a hose and get the water running. And then we got buckets and we spent hours putting this stuff out. And then I spent a good hour, cause I know that fire can, spread underground, which is a fucking thing it can do. I didn't know that for a while. It was terrifying. So he had to really, really wet the ground where the fire was to make sure you put it out, and it was terrifying. It was like my heart had never beat so loud in my chest before for so long. But we did it. We put it out, and we made sure it didn't spread to any trees or the barns or the cabin. But it took an effort. And had we gone for a longer canoe ride, fuck, it might have been a story in the news. So yeah.
You might end up being a statistic or in jail.
Yeah, or both. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So
And then the other thing I wanted to cover in the Alberta election, you'll notice most of this is about Danielle Smith, but it's because she appears to be some kind of
tell me again who this Danielle Smith is again. I don't really.
So when the Conservative Party of the Progressive Conservative Party combined with the other Conservative parties, it formed the United Conservative Party, and she was the leader of a more like right wing party, but now she's the leader of the overall Conservative. So the Progressive Conservatives are about as progressive as I don't know, anyone who's kind of like in that kind of Trump ideology in terms of how they approach things. So there's not really a progressive Conservative party in Alberta anymore. There's just like a
crazy right wing nut
yeah, exactly. but they she seems to be scoring a lot of own goals. So a video has also been released where she basically says that she compares the 75% of people in Alberta who got vaccinated to those who were complicit in during like the Nazis regime.
Can we please have her on our show? Can we try to get her on our show? I bet she would.
I don't know if she would, but basically saying like, hey, all those people who kind of like went along with the Nazis, or the implication she implied, she didn't say that exactly, but the implication was that if you've been vaccinated, then you would have just supported the Nazis too.
Let's get her on the show, man. Let's do it. No, really, like let's have her. You know what? They don't listen to these shows. The guests that come on, they don't listen.
They
listen
don't,
to the
no.
fucking show. So like
They
we'll do the episode before we have her on. We'll be like, okay, listen, we're gonna have her on the show next episode, and we're just gonna agree with everything she says, just to have her keep talking, but just know that we don't subscribe to this bullshit. And then show the episode afterwards. We'll decompress. We'll just go through everything she said, just you and me.
I just don't know whether it would be worth the effort, because to be honest, like she's apologized for it.
Apologize for what? The Nazi thing?
She's apologized for any offensive language she used when she was a talk show host and podcaster. It's kind of like an older clip comparing vaccinated Albertans to followers of Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany. As everybody knows, I was against the use of vaccine mandates during COVID. However, the horrors of the Holocaust are without precedent, and no one should make a modern-day comparison that minimizes the... She's basically going back on it, but she's already kind of
just
said
PR.
it.
Someone in PR said, like, that was too much. You got to do this. Here, read this. She didn't write that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just puppets. That's all right.
So I don't know. I think like there's a lot of angry fringe people who would love that she said that and will just support her more. But amazingly, is still neck and neck in the polls, even though she's saying a bunch of stupid shit.
Wow. Amazing. Okay.
So yeah, but also,
yes,
I don't know. I don't understand at the moment this trend of the far right accusing everybody else of being Nazis. It's very weird.
This is a trend.
This is a trend. Yes.
Really?
So if all the people on the far right are constantly comparing everybody else to Nazis, like Trudeau gets called a Nazi all the time.
It's probably because he eats babies.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
Nazis do eat babies,
right? They're well known for it. Yeah.
But it's so that's my update. Alberta's on fire during this election, and despite constantly scoring own goals, the premier is currently still neck and neck in the polls.
Wow. Well, okay. Because he's a Nazi. He's losing. She's a Nazi is why she's losing. No, we're winning. Who's a Nazi?
Everyone who got vaccinated.
Everyone who got vaccinated is a Nazi lover. Okay.
Yeah, apparently. That's not me saying that. That's me saying that that's what they said. I don't want to be quoted on that. It's one thing I don't want to ever say and mean it. So anyway, yeah, but it's interesting. We'll see where it goes. Will she keep scoring own goals and just keep messing up, or will she still win? It looks like they're on course to win at the moment. So,
fuck. If anyone of our listeners can get us in touch with her, please do. Let's have her on the show. I think she'd be a lovely guest.
Is Danielle Smith your mother? Let us know.
Yeah. Just email us at CanadianPoliticsIsBoring@gmail.com.
Were you in school with her? Did you at once, I don't know, give her a speeding ticket? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
If we can't I don't think we'll ever get her on here, but we could speak to someone who knew her once tenuously.
That would be a funny interview. Just someone who ran into her once at the supermarket.
Exactly.
Full 45-minute episode on that.
I once did a full security check on her at the airport. That was my job. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. That was the juicy bits. Alberta election update edition. Stop messing with the lights.
So
Politics is boring, juicy bits.
Canadian politics is boring, juicy bits.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. That was fun.
Good.
Blah, blah, blah.
Thanks,